Hello, and this is Sir Alexander with another Starcraft 2 battle report. This is between Idra and Sliver. These are both diamond players, and this is part of a tournament, and so this should be a very good game. Idra is playing as the green Zerg in the bottom left-hand position. This is a 6-player map, or actually this is Lost Temple, I believe. So this is Lost Temple, a 4-player map, and in the bottom, then there is Sliver playing the blue Terran. So I'm going to speed this up in the beginning because a lot of stuff that is very standard happens at the beginning, and if I was casting the entire tournament, then I could talk about the tournament and the rankings, but there's not that. So we do see that he is going for a strong economy build. He still does not have a hatchery, so it looks like he's going to get 14 hatch or 16 hatch. We will see, though, in just a moment. He's still building drones. Supply depot goes down before the racks does. There goes the racks at the bottom of the ramp, so he might be trying to wall off this long ramp. Overlord is scouting this out. A refinery goes down after the Overlord passes, so he does not see it. So he's probably going to get down an early tech lab. Okay, I'll slow this down now. The spawning pool is going up, and the extractor is also going up. So he'll probably be getting ling speed or going straight to a what do you call that? A lair. And so we see some action here as Sliver is running around his SCV, trying to make sure that Idra does not get this expansion. He's trying to keep this expansion off the map as long as possible, but Idra apparently took this into account and sent his drone out early, expecting this, because he doesn't even have enough minerals for the hatchery yet. That first Rax is down and is producing the first Marine, which may or may not start his way across the map. Looks like he's just going to stand there nice and content to twiddle his thumbs. Second supply depot going down, and looks like he did get his orbital command around 16 supply, which is standard and where it's supposed to be. And a bunker going down. He actually started a bunker and got it up to 53 HP. I have not seen this before. That's very amusing, very good, and he will actually probably start building that again or cancel it at the last second. There it is canceled. That hatchery will finally go down, but Idra was wise and invested some minerals into Zerglings, apparently, so as not to just sit there wasting minerals while trying to micro that guy around. This Overlord is camping over here, making sure that he does not finish this wall in as soon as my screen changes. There we go. Camping here. Looks like he is walling in at the bottom of the ramp. Very interesting there. You don't see this very often. I wonder if this is so he can stand here, and I'm not exactly sure why he's doing this. Somebody can tell me in the comments, please. So there's a refinery going down. He's a diamond player, so I won't question him. This Rax is landing just in time as those Lings almost would have made it past, but of course with 3 Marines they'd be able to take on 2 Lings easily. Not sure why he's not pushing. Second Queen going out. Second hatchery is going up, but so far it's been entirely economy, so he's probably ahead in the income. No, Sliver is ahead in the income because he does have mules. Very interesting here. I'm not sure why Sliver is not pushing. He's got the better income. He's got 3 Marines out, which right now would easily take on those 2 Lings. I'm not sure if 3 Marines would take on a Queen, though. If, well, micro, they would. And since he's a diamond player, I'm sure that he could dish out micro pretty well. A tech lab going down for a factory, so we could be seeing early siege tanks, or if we get an immediate armory, perhaps Thor's. A starport is also going down, and with dual gases we might see some cloaked banshee action. There is no telling the possibilities. We are seeing a layer just going up, so we very well could see some cloaked banshees coming out. This starport is about halfway done. This factory is producing its first siege tank, and siege tech is being researched. On this map, I cannot stress enough that siege tanks are so important. You can get medevacs and drop a siege tank here. You can do siege tank drops in their base, which, I mean, I guess that's not very effective. You can do that in any game, though. But, of course, you can siege tank drop here, which can then both cover the gold and this expansion. You can put siege tanks on both sides of this wall in here and here. You can get siege tanks down here. There are so many good spots for siege tanks right over here, just to pound away at enemy units. He's not producing another siege tank yet. We'll see what he's going to spend those minerals on. Looks like he is putting out a medevac immediately out of that. He's not even getting a reactor core, so he's probably going to drop a siege tank here. Very wise choice, and he could very quickly get a complete own on this expansion if there's not a Hydralisk den done yet. Nope, just roaches. So he can place that siege tank far enough away that those roaches can't shoot up the cliff and hit him, and start pounding away, especially if he takes some Marines. This Overlord is doing a kamikaze charge in here, but will not see that starport, nor will he see that factory. And looks like the first medevac with a siege tank and 4 Marines is moving across the map. Creep highway being spine crawlers put down here. Excellent placement on the spine crawlers so they can attack up on the high ground, but that's not going to do anything against this tank, which is about to start pounding away. And of course those Marines can take down the Overlords, which means that then the spine crawlers will be unable to attack them, because he will no longer have sight on the high ground. Looks like he's taking down this spine crawler that was not cancelled. Oh wait, no, it was cancelled just in time. Very good. This spine crawler will go down, and another one likely to follow suit. He really needs to pull together here. He needs to grab some mutas or something. This tank just about to die, but just makes it. But instead, this will go down, and he does not have a loss yet, other than some health down on his tank. And with nothing else to be able to defend from him, he will be pounding away at this hatchery. But of course, we have 5 roaches out, which could be moving across the map. But there is another siege tank on the high ground, and a Viking moving out. So right now, Silver is in a very good position against Idra. It looks like he's going to win this game handily, unless some crazy action comes. Got some roaches moving across the map, but that is not going to probably not be enough to break through 2 siege tanks. And all of these Marines, especially if they get some medevac, nope, just another Viking. But of course, those siege tanks are going to be able to pound away and get amazing splash damage, and those roaches will run away. This siege tank is still pounding away at this hatchery and will destroy it, and they can now begin to press in. These queens are falling back to the safety of the high ground and going to be taking down this Viking, which is attacking these Overlords. One Overlord goes down. He is supply blocked again. These roaches are pushing out, but what can he do? He's got so many larvae that he can't use because he's supply blocked, and he doesn't have the minerals to use it. And Idra says, "You're a joke," and leaves the game. So here we see an excellent push from Silver. He went straight to siege tanks, got him canceled, totally owned this expansion because Idra went all economy and didn't go to mutas or some such. Go for higher tech. He went all of economy, and of course Silver one-based it, got an early orbital command, which allowed him to drop mules, which seriously helped him in his income, and then was able to drop him on the high ground here with the support of those Marines. Always remember that if you're dropping siege tanks on the high ground, you need to have Marines in that medevac as well to be able to defend from anti-air and to shoot off. So hope you enjoyed this replay, and hope you'll join me for more replays and more tips and tricks from my channel. Thank you for viewing, and this is Sir Alexander with another replay.